Hello everybody and welcome to episode 103 of the Pentagon Challenge, and today we are in the semi-finals of the NACL, and as I said, my hopes to win this tournament, I wanted to play an MLS club of some description, and I have indeed got the opportunity to play Toronto FC. We have to go away from home first, and the weather conditions certainly won't suit my players who are used to the beaming sun. The BMO field is one of the finest grounds in the MLS with 50,000 seater capacity. But in fairness to Toronto, they're not off to a good start in their league campaign. They've lost to Orlando City just 4 days ago. They also lost to the Portland Timbers and local rivals Montreal Impact. So that puts them under a lot of pressure. So Houston Dynamo, the team they knocked out previously, are in even worse form. So I have to look at my players and tell them you have to believe in yourselves, because we've got a marvellous opportunity here to beat a team that seems to be a bit sketchy on form, especially since our own form is very undesirable. Table toppers Cruz Azul put 2 goals past us. Again, nothing much we could have done. And look who scored the first goal via the penalty spot, my old friend Adrelison. He has made a permanent home at Cruz Azul, and I'm not too pleased he came back to haunt me, especially since I didn't even notice he was playing. He just took his responsibility and scored the penalty, but he has managed a few goals for his new club. But Vasco themselves are they're obviously down in the dumps after losing me. They're back in the Copa Libertadores because they won the Copa do Brasil again. So that's something to keep in mind, but they have struggled in that tournament, so they're currently in second place and they'll hope to improve from there. Former clubs Vasco da Gama, Cape Town, certainly brighter position for them. They are battling to finish third in the league for the first time since I got them promoted all those years ago. And then the Chinese Super League has gotten started, and Shanghai Shenhua are doing very poorly. So we'll never mind the past. It's all about the today, and the scenario put in front of us is workable, but we have to name our best team and get the job done. There was an injury scare for Andres Robles, who picked up a concussion. Luckily though, he has just about recovered to take his place and wear the armband for us again. Because of the long break, a few guys are starting to lose match fitness. However, I'm not too worried about that. So let's submit the team and try our very best. I'm confident of getting a score draw, which will suit us perfectly because of the away goals rule. But as I say, our form in the league is terrible. We're miles down in the table, and we'll be lucky to finish in 8th place. If I can show you that now just extremely quickly. There we are in a dismal 15th position. We're almost certainly cut adrift from Tigres now. We have to win all 5 of our remaining games to give us any hope, but it is a very tight table once you look at it from the glass half full position. But we're not doing well at all this year. We're badly distracted, and I'm disappointed I haven't done a better job. So Toronto FC have lined up with a similar formation. They've put their centre midfielder on the right hand side forward as opposed to one on the left, which I prefer to do. The star ratings for these players are in. They've got a really good striker, Jin Jian. I told you about him. He's the star man. Sonora, not so good in attacking midfield. I don't know how old he is, but he's probably reasonable, 28, so he should be better than that. And an 18-year-old Slovenian lines up on the right hand side. Their defenders are pretty good as far as I'm aware. Sonora, I don't know, he's actually just 23 and he's blank. He's good at 26. 31 years of age, Borja Fernandez, excellent player. Correa from Colombia, very good, but he's getting old. And the goalkeeper, also from South America, he's not so good, so we'll try and add to his worries today. We'll put in floating crosses today, although Raphael can do pretty much many things. He is in the best form that he's been in all year. There we go. Everybody looks happy. Put on the crowd noises, as I love to do, and begin the kick-off. And you can see the fans are packed out. Toronto FC have seen very few days like this. They are a powerful club in the MLS, but they are not quite continental champions. And Uccello cutting down the middle, and he's given it away. Moreno can open up the space to Cota, and Cota finds a stunning pass, but unfortunately Raphael couldn't shoot in the space he needed. Passion needed. We're doing well in possession. Goals not awarded in the other game so far. We have to go a bit more fluid, maybe just stay on our feet. We don't want too many fouls given away, because we fouled Cruz Azul like crazy in that defeat. Sonora heads to Popovic, but Robles is alert to the danger. Diego Carlos now returning it to the captain. He chips it to Wallison, and Raphael in the middle. Okoro to another amazing pass. Cota again. He's in a great position, but he didn't find the back of the net this time. Popovic and Rivera working together. Beautiful move, and Toronto FC have stunned us here. 1-0, and that was a very well worked goal, and we'll have to change our strategy and find the equaliser. Not what I was expecting, to go 1-0 down, but Okoro has a plan. Wallison Ricardo to Raphael. Has a go, but Lastra again is in the decent position. Sonora could make it 2-0. Uccello, don't let him shoot. Good block. We'll go harder on him now because he is clearly a threat. Sonora goes for the outside chance. It's cleared, and the highlight ends. So at least we're defending our set pieces. Estrella goes all the way forward, but it's Sonora to Xinjiang. Loses possession. Zamora, Moreno and Wallison working together. Raphael's not going to get that. It's not a good height. Diego Carlos, route 1. Interception. Ramsbottom to Popovic. He's beaten his man. Sonora, similar work down the right. Ramsbottom into space, and Uccello doubles the lead. Toronto are in dreamland, and I don't know what's happened to my players now. We have to score twice to give ourselves hope. Vasquez to Okoro, Carlos, Robles, Wallison, Okoro once more, and he's kept it just about. Cota Moreno, he's lost it, but Vasquez, Okoro, Wallison beats it, marker, shoots wide, and we'll have to go control, but we'll push further back and not rely on closing down so much. Zamora to Raphael. Cota, no, first time volley this time. Vasquez, Wallison, we're 1-2 Moreno. Raphael shoots, tumble in the 6-yard or the 18-yard box. No penalty or free kick awarded. Diego Carlos, good control. Fouquet, short to Cota, into Okoro. Raphael saved again. This is not good, guys. Come on, you're better than this. And Xinjiang hits the crossbar, and that could have been 3-0 game over. The keeper accidentally palmed it out, and now it's 3-0 game over. What has happened here? Oh no. Oh Jesus. It's definitely an upturn in fortunes for Toronto now. They haven't played amazingly, but they have scored all 3 of the goals in the first half, and this is a disgrace. I know we're not a big club ourselves, but we should be doing better than this. Absolutely pathetic from some of our players, and changes will be necessary, and we'll just keep everybody back. So I'm absolutely disgusted with what has happened, and we'll have to recover this position. An away goal is absolutely pivotal, but I have blown it. I don't know how, but I have blown it, and we can't let it get any worse, because we're letting the Liga MX down, and my boasting of being better than Toronto has gone all kinds of wrong. Push forward now, come on. Here we are. Diego Carlos, quick to feet. Zamora to Moreno. Go on, get a penalty or something. Mauricio Mercado has been denied by Lastra. He has played brilliantly for a goalkeeper I thought was useless. And now we have a counter-attack. Sonora over to the right-hand side. Didn't quite work. And even though we've had more shots, we've been absolutely frustrated. A chance has been denied. Jinjan, Ushelo, backwards. It's okay. Sonora, that's red card, game over. I was about to make my substitutions. And we are in hot water now. Right, we'll try again another year. Just tighten up. There's no use. Really no use at all. Try and survive for the home leg and get the job done there. They've made their substitutions. And this could be 4-0. Diego Carlos does well. Wasn't down. Cota. No, nothing else to do, but Mauricio Mercado does find about 30 yards of space. We need the away goal. We need it now. Cota's done it. Well done. He is there when you need him. And we have a lifeline in the tie. Toronto starting to get a little bit carried away, but they could easily score the fourth goal. Sonora lofts it in. Rivera to an unmarked Benali. Cleared. Correa to Rivera. There's Hamilton to Rivera again. Benali. Oh, Uccello. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. That means for the second time Toronto have been denied through that method. And we'll turn off that. Oh, we'll keep that on. Never mind. I didn't see what happened there. We'll make our final sub for the next few weeks. We have a break before we play Dorados in the league. That's a foul by Popovic, but it won't be anything more than a yellow. There we go. But we do have a break, which is really important because we've been struggling to juggle our affairs in the league and the Champions League. So I will be okay with that rest, and then we can concentrate on Toronto sometime in April when we play the second leg. We have to score twice without reply to have any chance of qualifying for the final. Querétaro and America are stuck on a goalless draw. It looks like we're out of ideas. That's gone over the crossbar. Morelia have done a poor job in the first 45, but in the second 45 that red card spoiled my mood, but we got the goal back, and that's acceptable. But we'll have to work together, make sure our league form doesn't tumble into despair anymore. And that could be 4-1. Good hold. The keeper makes sure he doesn't leave in a heap, and this will be the final kick of the game. Cota just needs to get it in the box. Oh, it's not so good. Toronto FC 3, Monarcas Morelia 1, and it looks like we've let down our compatriots in Mexico, the Canadians, showing us how it's done, and some absolutely awful performances, and I will have to consider rotation. But Dorados should be a beatable team. Orcoro with the red card. That's his first real blemish, and I feel terrible that he had to be sent off. But it was his own fault. There's no way of getting around it, and we have a mountain to climb. We did really well in the second leg when we were expected to hold on to our victory, but now to save our skins we'll have to batter Toronto and put in the performance to die for if we're going to become Champions League finalists at the first attempt. And I don't know how to get back into this league or this Champions League, but we'll have to hurry up and save our league campaign before it gets worse. So there we go. We need to make up a lot of points to qualify for the closing stage quarterfinals. But Dorados currently in 10th position. We have to catch up to them, and then we have other winnable games against Toluca, and then the end of season against Chala and Veracruz. But until the return leg, I hope you can keep the faith and believe in me one more time. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.